A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. The 40th and final regular season game has arrived, and it takes Chatham to South Yarmouth for a battle with the Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox in the second game of this doubleheader. I'm Jake Klein with the Chatham acting manager, Jay Powell. Jay, you get the win, 4.5 quick innings in Katuitt, and you win 2-0. What did you make of this afternoon?
Brady Coe. I mean, Brady was outstanding. You know, he did exactly what we needed him to do. And he told me when he come in the sixth, he said, this is my game, basically. And I said, you got it. I mean, because we don't have many left. But and I told him when I went out to talk to him, I said, look, you've earned it, man. This is your game to win or lose. And, I mean, to see a kid go through that and to be able to get first and third, no outs, and then pitch out of it, it was just good. I'm glad to see it for him. He's been working on a curveball, so, you know, it's something that he was able to throw 10 or 12 of them today. So that's kind of the perfect scenario. You get a kid up here, he's working to get better, and he's able to take it out in a game and use it. It you know, makes me feel good as a coach anyway. He
credited you with helping him develop that curveball. What has it been like working with him on a new pitch?
Well, it's just the way he throws. You know, he's kind of a four-seam ride guy, and so he's you know, the curveball plays well off of that. And with his arm slide and the way he threw, I was like, you know, you need to look at a curveball. It can help you. And he picked it up quick. That's a good thing about being up here. These kids are really good, athletic kids, and can make adjustments quick. So he did too. We've literally been throwing it a week or so, and he went out there and threw 10 or 12 in a game.
Especially for the starting pitcher, but really for the whole team. What is it like when you show up, you're expecting an 11 o'clock start, and then you get a 12:20 start because the umpires don't show up?
That's really tough on the starting pitcher more than anybody, because he's mentally preparing himself to start at, you know, if 11 o'clock, he's going to start throwing at 10:42. He's got his time down to an exact moment, and then you get pushed back to 12, then to 12:20. So it makes it tough on the starter, but give him credit, man. He stayed focused and was able to get ready and get going.
Chatting with Jay Powell on the Manager Show before the A's and the Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox square off at Red Wilson Field. Jay, we've talked about it over the last couple of days. Sunday's going to be the interesting day pitching-wise, and here we are, the last of this 5-game and 3-day stretch. What do you think it's going to look like? Well,
we got two. We got Shirley and Damaris, and so, you know, we should be okay. Now, if we get in trouble, honestly, you'll probably see Cam Pruitt at that point, but you know, we're just not going to put ourselves in a position to where we're not going to be at 100% on Tuesday. We've got some more guys that we could throw, but we're not going to do it. I'm not going to run Pudbar out there or somebody like that. So, you know, it is what it is. Those two guys throw strikes and can throw secondary pitches for strikes. We'll be fine. They'll be able to get through it. If not, then we'll have to figure it out on the go.
How did you go about selecting Cam Pruitt as the position player who would pitch if it needs to come to that?
Well, he's petitioned the most, I guess you could say. But, you know, he's you know, and I've talked to him about it over and over. And I said, look, if it happens, you know, as long as you don't go out there and try to throw hard and blow out. And he's our coach, I promise, I want. And, you know, when you have that situation, you want an athlete. So, obviously, if they hit a ball up the middle, he can make a play or get out of the way. So he's kind of he was the guy that got chosen just by him politicking the most, I guess.
Obviously, there is a possibility that you could play Yarmouth-Dennis here today in Game 40 and then start a 3-game series against Yarmouth-Dennis on Tuesday. What is that like?
Really, today, I don't put a lot of faith in it because I don't think we're going to see any of their guys, honestly, and they probably feel the same way. I think what we've seen the last, you know, month or so of the season was more reflective on probably who they are. So today it's just honestly about getting the game in, keeping everybody healthy, making sure we're all 100% for Tuesday.
Obviously, they had an otherworldly start to the season and hung on to keep first place there going into the playoffs. What have you observed about the YD Red Sox this season?
Well, they were hot. I mean, gosh, they started on fire. You know, I think they've slowed down a little bit, but they got a good club. They're well coached. Guy does a great job over there. They're usually pretty fundamentally sound. They don't beat themselves, play good defense. So they're a good ball club. But like I said, I mean, to me, you know, it's all four of us really. I think right now are playing pretty well. And if you told me that Chatham was the champions or YD was the champions or Bruce or whoever, it wouldn't surprise me because I think any four of our teams could win it.
And there's Jay Powell on the Manager Show. Final regular season game coming up. Jay, thanks for the time.
Thank you.